All right, so nothing that first day, but honestly, that was just the best open that I had. Turkey tour started 2 weeks back. Chucks and I had a banging Friday. Chucky and I were out driving around looking for asparagus, and we saw a big tom walk into a private field that's got a pretty reasonable sneak for us to try to get around this bird on public land in position. I'm hoofing it now to try to get in here in time. I just say if there's turkey action, that's what's happening. Chucky went up there to fan. Chucks and I believe we got into position in time to be making a play on this turkey. We got in. We got Chucks' fan up. And now a turkey that we weren't aware of is hammering at it from over in the woods. So we might be sandwiched in between two toms. Chucks is right there, right over the top of his head. It's the fan out there. Putting what everybody's hunting at the time right in front of your face and crawling over a hill is always dangerous on public land. We took a calculated risk because we saw a real tom turkey and we had been hearing the same tom turkey on that side of the field. It was an open space and we thought we could go get it. He's pulling his gun up. I'm not going to be able to get footage. That was the turkey gobbling. So he was right. Oh my God, you can see his man. Yes! How? Yeah! Whoa! Chucky! How? You f***ing beauty! You shot him in the head so perfect, dude. Don't let him spur you.
Bird, he ate it. He tasted it red on that one, baby.
Chucky.
Dude, he ran out of that woods. He ran, he started once in between, and I like shook the fan.
Dude, I could see you fanning him so hard. Oh, I'm so happy for you, dude.
Dude, that's awesome. Look at
Oh.
I think there might be another turkey out here. I don't know how crazy you celebrate, but
I was loud. You did it, buddy. Chucky.
I'm so glad dude, I saw something round, and I'm like, is that a stump on the edge? And
You got it.
It went away, and I saw him walk, and then he's just out here fanning, dude. There's nothing around, I don't think.
Yes, that's what we want. Yeah. Give me that good smile again.
So that was freaking awesome. Thanks to Chucks for letting me show that. Fast forward to 2 weeks later, I'm back on the Memorial Day trip. We got way too far north. But there's always beauty out there if you just keep looking. Look at that little nugget. He's fuzzy. He's so cute. That's pretty good. But we stayed in the fun and we stayed in the turkeys. The outdoors happens fast sometimes, YouTube. Good news, killed another tom turkey. Yas! Bad news, of course, I don't have it on film. But I killed a nice tom. This is a Zone E. Last season of the year tom. Certainly not as majestic as the last time. But it's a beautiful tom. I'm super proud of it. I'm out here on turkey weekend with Ray. Making meat pounds right there. Nice to get the meat pounds on the ground. I'm 100% going to use the fan of this one for a reaping decoy. Take those spurs and start a spur necklace. I want to do it. They look cool. No, it was a great hunt. A little belly crawling. Public land. Saw him in a field. Called him over. Put the hammer on him. 30 yards. He didn't even really flap. I just kind of toasted him. So that was awesome. But, okay, let's get to the culinary portion of the show. You're looking at one scared little puppy right now. Let me tell you that right away, YouTube. I'm actually going to try to cook something that's fancy today, and I'm scared of it. Baked turkey pinwheel. Let's get it. Alright, YouTube. This is what I'm scared of. This turkey breast. I want to cut it about right here and then splay open all this. Reason why I want to do that, because there's shot pellet holes in it. And I want to see if I can get those out of there before we start eating them. I've trimmed up the outsides. I definitely loosened up the spot where the breast comes into the rib cage area. Just trimming up all these kind of little fatty parts where we can. But eventually I got to make the real cut here. So let's get to it. Man, I'm nervous for this. It can't be undone. This stuff here, I'm going to make into shred meat. But there's no way to do it except for just to try to get it. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this knife. I'm going to run the top edge of this. I'm going to try to make it into like 3 pieces. I'm going to spin it here on this cut that's really big and deep and flat. And then I'm going to try to roll it back this way. Alright, Alright, now I gotta roll it down in, I believe. I'm pretty close to the edge. I just kind of staggered that cut back a little bit. Alright, I feel like I'm in on the side of this enough to try to start flopping this back. Oh, I'm hitting some kind of tendon in here. More shot pellets. That's a feather. Oh, and a shot pellet. That's why I wanted to do it right there. This is going great. I can't believe how good this is going. I was so scared of this. And now I'm kind of starting to stagger that cut again. It's definitely thicker out on this edge. Just cutting out weird stuff if I find it, I don't know. I shot this thing with a gun. I mean to tell you, this is coming out just unbelievable. In my opinion. Maybe it looks janky to chefs, but I'm not a real chef. I'm just a dude that can kill stuff that tries to make it into decent food. Look at that. I believe pretty wholeheartedly I can make that into a pinwheel. So that's some kind of arbitrary amount of brown sugar. Thrown in about 1/3 cup of salt. We're gonna get that wet and stir that stuff in. It's like the most basic brine you could ever imagine. I tasted that brine, it's pretty salty, so we're gonna throw that turkey in there for just like a half an hour, and then I want it for lunch anyway, I'm hungry. In the meantime, we'll work on the filling. In goes the turkey breast. I'm gonna let that almost like cook in there for like a half hour. The blood's gonna come off of it, it's gonna be beautiful. Alright fam, I'm gonna show you how I'm making this filling. That's Jimmy Dean's sage sausage. I'm gonna brown that up real good. I don't really want to use store-bought meat in this, but it needs fat. I'm gonna make a bunch of tomato chunks. So this is all going down while I'm brining that turkey. As long as this filling takes as long as that thing is going to brine for. I want this really nice and fine so it doesn't get the chunks kind of taking up space when I'm trying to roll, if that makes sense. So now I'm just peeling apart a bunch of spinach. A lot of this froze because our daughter messes with the dials, but you know, that sucks, but it just makes it fine to grow in the pan and get it wilted good. Alright, that sausage looks pretty rendered. We got all that good little stuff on the bottom there. I'm going to take some of these tomatoes, and that juice is going to get some of that off, I believe. I'm going to give that just a minute more. I'm going to get my spinach in there. That's good enough by me. I'm throwing that on the side to let that cool down. Alright fam, I am scared out of my mind, but I brined that turkey for a half hour. My mixture is up here. I'm actually going to start with 2 pieces of cheese. I don't know if that's a good choice or not, but that's what I'm doing. I'm placing those right there. I'm coming in with the mixture. We're going to get a bunch on top and then spread it around. That looks pretty good to me. Let's splash a bunch of green onions up in here. I'm going to throw some parsley on too. Alright guys, here's the scary part. That's holding somewhat of a form at this point. Alright, I got olive oil getting hot in there. I got my oven preheated to 325. I'm about to drop in a big ass turkey roll. Pray. The good, the bad, and the ugly, y'all. I'm trying to roll this onto its quarter, turn this sucker. See if she holds together. Nope. I knew I needed toothpicks. It's alright. It's gonna be good. Okay, now I'm gonna try to roll it back the other way, a full half turn. I'm losing some filling, but not too bad. Oh, it's all coming apart. It's all coming apart. I lost my tuck. Oh, I lost my tuck. Oh well. This needed toothpicks from the beginning. I was already cooking and I didn't have toothpicks. So that tells you who you're watching. Alright, that's good enough. I'm throwing this into the oven. So that's what it looks like when it's all said and done. I don't know. Cheese is melting out of both sides. It feels pretty firm. Time for the face hit. That's what we got. It does look cooked. Alright, YouTube. I worked hard for this one. Spinach. Tomatoes. Went around the damn planet for that turkey. Here we go. Face hit time. Oh, dude. That is freaking awesome. The brine on the turkey makes a huge difference. That stuff is way more tender than I thought it was going to be. Oh, my mouth is watering. Yes! I feel like a champion eating that. I did it. I actually cooked something that's kind of fancy. It tastes fancy. It's freaking good. What a satisfying turkey tour for me. Man, this is great. Culmination of all that. Awesome memories. We out here. And it's never going to stop. I'll catch you on the next one.